Hey man, Pay the Hustle podcast, man. You got Big Unc right here, Big Unc Shop. You got LJ, you got Marte, and today's guest, man, is a personal partner of mine, man. Coach Lamar Daniels. He's the owner and the operator of Recruiting Northeast Georgia, man. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the platform. We're happy to have you.
Man, what's going on, fella? What's good with y'all? Man, happy to be here. Man, it's an
Yeah, man.
honor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. We had to come get you on in, man. For those who don't know what you got going on, just give me a little bit of what you do and what got you into doing what you do right now.
Man, so look, man, I started this thing, man, recruiting each year. I started it as Recruit Northeast Georgia, right? That was 3 years ago, July 3 years ago, going into my son's sophomore year. You know what I'm saying? He was in a situation where we was at Commerce. I felt that he didn't get the exposure, from going to camps, things like that. You know what I'm saying? And we all know, like his freshman year, I think shoot Jay went for like 14-25. You know what I'm saying? So I knew we had something. You know what I'm saying? But we just didn't have the eyes on him. You know what I'm saying? So I decided that, hey man, I'm gonna put some eyes on him. You know what I'm saying? Because what I seen was people were using Twitter to put their kids out. You know what I'm saying? So I
Mm.
said, dude, I'm gonna jump on this Twitter thing. So I was working his account or whatever, and then something told me, man, look, it's bigger than just him. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I started the recruiting the GA thing, right? And that was to expose him and his homeboy. You know what I'm saying? Local kid, Clark County, Jackson County, Barrow County. You know what I'm saying? The surrounding area. You know what I'm saying? That's what it started as. That was 3 years ago, man. Fast forward to now, my son is a freshman at ETSU. Um, we've held 4 camps, one All American game. We got a camp on the way. Uh, I helped, man, countless number of kids with opportunities to be seen and to play at the next level over the last few years.
Hey man, like Aunt said, I definitely appreciate you stopping by, man, and taking your time out and giving us some insight because I think it's extremely important. And I went on your Twitter and I seen this one tweet that I can't stress enough where you said D1 opportunity, D2 opportunity, D like, and you went down the list, JUCO opportunity. I think kids coming out forget the fact that look, man, you just want your bite at the apple.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? You just want your shot, and you need to just get some film at the next level out here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I salute what you're doing. If it's anything, what's the one piece of advice aside from what I just said that you give these kids and that you feel like gonna stick with them throughout the process?
Man, look, run your own race. You know what I'm saying? Run your own race. Everybody's journey, every kid, man, you know what I'm saying, from top to bottom, his journey gonna be different. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have tunnel vision and focus on you and what you doing and what you trying to get. You gotta block out all that noise from the outside. A lot of kids see their boys getting offers and things like that. They might not have no motion, right? And they comparing their journey to that kid's journey. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's is different. Like you just said, I said in that post, JUCO opportunity, D2, whatever level it is, that's an opportunity. And a lot of kids, man, they gotta focus in on that and follow their path. You know what I'm saying? Run your race.
Facts,
Yeah,
facts.
and so when I first came about it to see what you had going on, it was my cousin Kendrick Curry who played for Clark Central,
Right.
and I started seeing his post where he was reposting the things that you was posting about him and stuff like that on the Recruit Northeast Georgia Twitter thing, and I went to it and I was looking at it and I was like, dang, this something that a lot of people can use, and especially like back when I played, like I graduated in 11, and obviously I played in Northeast Georgia, and not for me because I had a pretty good recruiting um, experience, but like a lot of my teammates, like I said, I played on the state championship runner-up team, and only I think two of us, if I'm not mistaken, went to college. As far as major, D1, but we had a lot of talent. You know what I'm saying? And I think even though Central is in a smaller market as like Commerce or whatever, but I still think something that you got going on right now could have been really big for our group, and I mean, even the cross-town people at Cedar, and like you said, the surrounding counties. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I salute what you got going on, and I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? And I hope it get bigger than ever. To the rivals and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
That's the goal, like, cause with what the rivals and on three, like on three just acquired rival, so they got it, the game monopolized right now, right? So
mm,
it ain't nothing else, no recruiting services out there for the kids that's in the middle of the road kids, man. Them D2 kids, them
right.
JUCO kids, them lower level FCS kids. Like
Mm,
the old threes, those platforms, man, if you ain't no 3-star by them, they're not paying you no attention. You know what I'm saying? Until you
mm,
start getting these big offers. Like a kid might commit. I just seen it the other week. Man, this kid, I met the kid 6 months ago. He had no kind of, no real emotion. You know what I'm saying? We start putting him out there. He jump on the camp circuit. He go crazy on the camp circuit, right? He get an offer from Syracuse, man.
mm,
Syracuse offer him, and he commit all within 2 weeks, man. He went from having no offers to committed to Syracuse, right? And then after he commits to Syracuse, now you're all of a sudden you're a 3-star on this major platform.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's
Right.
crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we've been seeing you. Where was they
Mm,
at? But when you committed, now they say, "Oh, this kid committed to Syracuse. Oh, he a
mm.
3-star now."
Yeah.
That makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, now on my end, like I've been around since the beginning of the program, so I've seen it work. I've seen all the blood, sweat, and tears y'all put into it, and not just you by yourself. You got a full staff, you got scoutings, you got coaches that run your camps and things of that nature. And people, it ain't free. You know what I mean? But it's an investment into your child's future. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna get into what it may cost or nothing like that. But he ain't trying to kill nobody when it comes to the financials. But for what he's doing for you, I believe it's a solid investment. So for if you take on a client, what should they expect to get from you? What
Man,
what type of work you will be doing for them?
so like, where my recruiting service is kind of different is like, yeah, I got a couple packages, right? So me, I'm not a coach. I can't guarantee nobody no offers, right? But what I do know that my service and my platform does well, we go get you exposure, man. I just counted the other night, man. It's over 1,000 coaches that follow my account. You know what I'm saying? From all levels, and I just stopped counting. You know what I'm saying? So with that, all I can guarantee a client is that I'm gonna put you in front of these people, especially the connection that I have with coaches. I'm connected with coaches all over the country at all levels. You know what I'm saying? I know somebody somewhere. If I don't know them, I know somebody that know them. So if you got that film, we can get you in front of some eyes. So all I can guarantee is that I'm gonna give you some exposure and I'm gonna help you with navigating the process. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't understand the process, and that's the problem
That's big.
that
Yeah.
that kids had way back when we was in school. You know what I'm saying? Kids, and they still have it today. They don't understand that every kid thinks that they're a Division 1 kid, man. And with the landscape of recruiting right now, you might not be a D1 kid today, but in a year or two, you might be one, and you can transfer up to that level, right? So there's levels to it now, and kids got to understand that, man. And that's part of the problem. People don't understand the recruiting process. They don't know the direction that they need to take, and everybody think they kid as parents. Every kid think their kid is elite, man, and that's not the case. You know what I'm saying? You got to put your kid in front of some athletes to know if he a dog for real. I'm gonna say my son a dog all day. You go say your son a dog.
Mm-hmm.
Come out there with some dogs and see who gonna come out on top. You know what I'm saying?
So what you saying that? Because actually, me and my brother LJ, we would talk about it a lot of time. Like you said that word dog, and for us, that word is right alongside with like elite. You know what I'm saying? And with your service, I know it's a business, so it's more client versus with you basis. But is it in a time where you kind of like let them know like this kid probably not a D1 caliber kid right now, or is it any of those time?
All the time, man. What I'm gonna do with once we evaluate them, right? I feel like I got a pretty good eye for talent, right? I'm gonna evaluate the kid, and I got a couple guys that I'm gonna send them to. They go evaluate the kid, right? And I'm
Hmm.
gonna come back straight to you and tell you, like, look, your kid right now, he a D3 kid. Or he's a D2 kid. He a D1 FCS kid. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you know from my evaluation where I feel where he is at. And that's the direction we're gonna take when it comes to his recruiting. Those are the coaches that I'm gonna send it to. If I feel like he's a D2 kid, I'm not sending it to my FCS guy because I'm gonna burn that relationship. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta be honest with him. If I'm not honest with him, man, I'm not doing him any good. You know what I'm saying?
And so that's one thing I can say, that you definitely not gonna sugarcoat it with the parents. You see some of these trainers and different. They just be wanting to check. Yeah, send them on to me. Da da da. They just want to work it, knowing
Hmm.
the whole time Lil John ain't even gonna see the
Right.
field. You know what I mean? He ain't gonna, but
Yeah.
they gonna keep getting that money from you. But he
Yeah.
gonna he gonna give it to the parents. He hold recruiting seminars and stuff like that. He gonna
Okay.
let the parent know this is what you need to expect. You know what I mean? He got
Hey,
the people in place to evaluate them, and you know what I mean.
I'm gonna give you a round of applause. Cause that's what these parents need, man.
Not fast.
Not to be rude, not to be mean. Look, man, right now, I ain't saying what your kid can't be, but
Right.
I'm saying at this moment, they
Mm-hmm.
not that. You
Right.
feel what I'm saying?
And
Like, I watched my little brother Tay, our
mhm.
co-host right here, go to the University of South Carolina. That's a different breed of ball, man, fresh out of high school.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? You and everybody got to understand, especially now with the portal and all that. If you trying to go Power Five, fresh out of high school, you got to damn near already be ready to go.
Yeah,
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
ready
Yeah.
to
You
hit
got
the
to,
field.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, so you telling me in 8 more months you can go play this person, like you can do that in 8 more months from now?
Yeah.
That's a different type of. So I applaud that right there, man, for real, and putting that together because it's so needed. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Like, bro, like the thing is, like parents are so used to being baby, right? You know what I'm saying? Everybody from rec league up, a lot of time the parents, the coaches, you know what I'm saying? You as a parent, in order to help your kid the best, you gotta step back and observe it. You know what I'm saying? You can't put yourself in it because I'm gonna say all day long, my son the best it is. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes that ain't what it is, and you gotta be straight up, like you just said, to play power foul ball, man. You gotta be crazy right now.
yeah,
You gotta be crazy. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be ready, like you said, in 8 months. You need to be able to contribute in some type of way.
yeah. Like, and I think I'm like you. I think I got a good eye for talent. Me and my brother, we coached Little League together a few years ago, and these guys still do coach Little League. But because of our influence as far as in the gym and bro credentials and what we did as coaches together, people always ask me, man, come check my child out, bro. Tell me what you think. You know what I'm saying? And I say, okay, what he like? Give me some of that. Oh boy, he a dog. He did that in the third. So I go to the game and I tell him like, bro, that ain't, he okay. Cause I don't just kill nobody.
Yeah,
But I let him know like when you at this level, especially rec league, even
mhm,
high school, it supposed to look easy to you.
right,
You
right,
supposed to dominate. I supposed to know without you telling me your child number and then,
right.
oh, that's him.
That's him. He's standing. I'm talking about. He's standing out like a sore thumb. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? He the best kid out there at a young age. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Yeah,
yeah.
but a lot of parents they don't want to. The thing they don't want to accept that,
Yeah,
man.
they don't want to hear the truth. They don't
I
want to
was
listen
talking
to
to
the
a
truth.
parent the other night, man, and she was like, "Hey, my son, he like a year removed away from football, right? He tried to walk on, it didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, look, you might need to take a step back. You know what I'm saying? If he want to really play football, you might need to take a step back and go to a JUCO program and try to get on there and get some film instead of going straight to this FCS program where you're going to school on an academic scholarship. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to play football, if it's about football, you know what I'm saying? But parents don't want to, they don't want to accept that, man. When that kid ain't that, man. You know what I'm saying? And they go continue to push the needle. You know what I'm saying? In every way, and to make it that.
Hey
Yeah.
man, everybody gonna have that Stetson Bennett story, man. Where you, you done
Right.
roamed around for 7, 8 years, and then, and just so you know what I'm saying, it don't work like that, man. Bro, big salute to you for real
Yeah.
for what you're doing. Because go ahead, Tay.
I just think like what he was saying is like what they gotta understand when you think your child is D1 and we won't get even further. SEC, basically the highest level as we know it. And I had to, like I said, I had to realize this because from little league to middle school to high school, I played varsity as a freshman like your son. I was the man, you know what I'm saying? It was this is what I do. And it was a real reality check when I stepped on campus on that D1.
Right,
It's like it's 60 of me. You see what I'm
Yeah,
right,
saying?
it's
right.
60 dogs now.
Like,
Yeah,
You
Hey,
got
let
to
me
carve your way out them
hold on,
dogs.
hold on.
it,
Let me put in perspective now. Let me put this in perspective. Bro stepped on the field as a true freshman at a school with Marcus Lattimore, Jadavion Clowney, Stephon Gilmore, DJ Swearinger, Ace Sanders, like some real NFL type guy.
right.
They went to the league. All these guys went to the league.
Yeah.
yeah. I'm
So
also in there.
yeah, bro, in there, true freshman, enrolled a semester early. Um, so what I'm saying is, even he, and this one of the best athletes I done seen on my phone, like, boy, this shit different up here, boy.
Yeah.
I mean, out of everything I seen, it was one of our D linemen, and mind you, he didn't even play. His name was Philip Duke, but he was a 4-star coming in, but he never really seen the field. But he was a D tackle, man. I never forget. I'm about 6'2". He's standing probably like an inch or two shorter than me, so he probably around about 6 foot even, like a little bowling ball, about 310. We had practice one day. We had full equipment. My boy said, we doing flips. He said, I can flip too. I said, ain't no way in here you finna flip, man. They ain't talking about. I think man hit a somersault better than we were doing at 200 pounds. I said, this shit ridiculous, man. Like,
It's different. It's
ridiculous.
different.
Like, it's some real freaks out there, bro. Like,
Yeah.
it's some real
Right.
freaks. Man, that shit crazy. Like, it's a different level. Like, they gotta really understand, like,
But
no
man,
son.
at any level of college football, man, it's different. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? No matter what level it is, man, football is football. And it's
Yeah.
somebody out there trying to knock the hell out of you. You know what I'm
Mhm.
Man,
saying? Who gonna be the bigger dog? And no matter what level it is, but at that SEC level, man, that's some crazy shit though.
yeah, that's
Nah,
crazy.
yeah, yeah. I'm gonna
Real.
say one more thing too. I think them kids underestimate, man. Listen, I love football. We can talk all night about it. People underestimate that JUCO circuit.
Oh,
Man,
Because you got kids that just didn't have the grades. You got 5-star players that can SEC ready. They just didn't have the grade. They got to go to JUCO to get
the
their
JUCO
grades up.
circuit,
You know what
man,
I mean? People
it's
fall in
crazy.
between the cracks and go to JUCO. They may have had some behavior issues. They may have got in trouble or something. They don't mean they ain't no hell of a dog. They just had to go to JUCO to get to where they were going. So it's some of them ones in JUCO for sure.
You look at Cam Newton, that's where he come from.
For
yep.
sure.
He
Yep.
had to go back, go JUCO. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? You mean it's a the top JUCO running back in the 25 class. He at USC right now. Just got a big NIL deal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that JUCO circuit, right? It's what? It's three JUCO programs here in Georgia now. I think it's
Mm.
Middle Georgia. Then you got Andrew College down there in Cuthbert, Georgia, and then you got Georgia Military. So it's three JUCO programs here in the state, right here. You know what I'm saying? But kids sleep on those opportunities, man. You know what I'm saying? They feel like cause it's a JUCO, man. I ain't doing that, man.
But
You
like
know,
you said, it's an opportunity. You
man.
know what I mean? You got
I
to
think
What,
use
that
it to get to where you want to get to.
what you
circle back to them parents.
how you feel about the like the kids reclassifying like when they're in high school? How you feel about it?
Man, I just had a dad reach out to me the other day, right? So he hit me. Like his kid just got an offer, a D2 offer. His kid is 26, right? So he was rising senior.
Mm-hmm.
Just got a D2 offer. So you picking up steam. He hit me and like, hey man, I reclassed little Johnny. For what? After you already in high school, I don't feel like it's gonna help you. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna
Yeah,
do it in the eighth grade. You know what I'm saying? Don't do
Right.
it while you're in high school, because when you're in high school, yeah, you gain another year, but what are you really gaining? You know what I'm saying? He said, I feel like now coaches gonna look at it. They gonna see that this kid was 26. They know he reclassed late. Why he
Mm.
reclassed? Because he wasn't developed enough. That's why he reclassed.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they know that. That's why they did it, even though he had the D2 offer. You know what I'm saying? So at the high school level, I think if you're gonna do it as an eighth grader, man. Don't wait till you're in high school to do it. I don't think
Yeah.
it looks good to college coaches.
Yeah. I agree. I agree on
I
that.
agree with that 1,000%. One
I'm
thousand
finna switch
percent.
gears right quick. Just so you can drop a little game. With high school players in their social media, how big is that, and how much is the coaches gauging their personality from that? Give me some do's and don'ts for a high school player on their social media.
Man, that social media, they gotta treat it
Trying
like
trying to trying to get a scholarship.
they gotta treat it like it's their resume. You know what I'm saying? They gotta make that social media, man. Don't be on there liking old crazy stuff, because coaches can see your likes. You know what I'm saying? They can see your reposts. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta really, with your social media page, you gotta make yourself. You gotta be marketable with it. You know what I'm saying? Post your workout videos. Post your film. I don't care how many. Post it once every week if you got to. You know what I'm saying? Like with my son's recruiting process, that's what we did. We used the social media. That man had 10 offers. 9 of them came from social media. You know
Mm.
what I'm saying? That's what the coaches said. UNLV came and offered him because they seen his film on social media. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm,
that social media is big in the way you use it. You got to make yourself marketable. Don't overdo it, but do it in a way that is consistent, and you doing it professionally. You know what I'm saying? A lot of kids, you got coaches looking for them. They can't find them on their social media account because they got their name. Just say my name is Lamar Daniels, but I got my Twitter account. It's Air Jordan 43. A coach don't know me. You know what I'm saying? So they
Right.
gotta make sure on their Twitter account they got their full name on it. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, and use it as a marketing tool, man.
I
All
like
right.
that. I like
Okay.
that.
Damn, I had a question on the tip of my tongue. Okay, clear up this misconception, because last year, I think it was last year or 2 years ago, you seen the big hoopla. Oh, you don't need to take the SAT anymore to get in school. Kind of clear that up for us, because
Okay,
some
so
schools still
yeah, a
need
lot
you
of
to take
schools,
it.
it's by the institution. Each institution has their own, if they wanted you to take the SAT or the ACT, right? So they'll let you know if they want to take it. Just like my son at ETSU, he didn't have to take, he didn't have a ticket, right? But they had an entrance exam. So every school still gonna have an entrance exam. You know what I'm saying? Whether they have the SAT or not. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Okay. Okay. So I'm glad we got that cleared up right there.
I ain't even know that they had did that. I
Yeah,
ain't
they
never.
did it about 2 years, about
Yeah,
either
it was
last year.
like 2 years ago they did away with that. You know what I'm saying? So they left it up to each institution on whether they wanted you to take the SAT or not, or you just take an entrance exam to their institution. You know what I mean?
Oh
Oh,
man, that
okay.
hard, really.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
really. I like that. I like that. I like that a little more. Really,
Yeah,
honestly.
that I
Yeah.
like that.
every
That's
kid don't test well. You know what I'm saying, on the SATs and
Yeah.
ACTs. You know
So
what I'm
I don't
saying?
see some kids be smart as hell all age. They just fumble on tests. You know what I mean? I seen like some kids really
anxiety,
take
bro.
exactly, exactly.
Right.
Anxiety or taking the test or had you forgetting everything you know.
Yeah,
For sure.
yeah, for real.
For real. Hey man, it was
What,
one more thing I had to add.
I must say I got one more for you think about it, brother. But when I was going through my process and coming up, all big things were recruiting from my knowledge and what worked for me was going to the camps, visiting these schools and just let them see you. You know what I'm saying? They can see your film and all that, but it ain't like the real thing. Seeing you in person.
Right.
Um, Cause in social media, like the Twitter and all that, it wasn't like it is now. So my question is basically, do you think social media don't kind of took that, or is the camp still valuable? Cause I don't know.
Yeah, they count still valuable, right? Because, like you said, You went there to the camp so the coaches can see you. Them coaches, they want to see you. So because if you a lot of times on X, a lot of kids they ain't go put their career height. This man might say he's 6'1", he 5'10". So the
Oh,
coaches
right.
they want to see that. You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of times like coaches, a lot of them they offer off film, but it ain't gonna be commutable unless you come count. You know what I'm saying? And they can see you move, they can see you, and they can get those measurements. They know that you are true. You 6'1", like you said, you 6'1". You know what I'm saying? So the counts are still very valuable. But the thing that these kids do wrong, man, when it comes to camping, everybody want to go to the SEC schools. You know what I'm saying? They don't want
Right.
to go. They don't want to go to the D2 camps. You know what I'm
They
saying?
go get lost in the sauce.
Yeah, and every kid, man, it be crazy on the in the camp scene. You'll see kids that like they ain't got no business at a SEC school, but man, they hitting every one of them. You know what I'm saying? But like,
Wasting they mama money.
yeah, but like UGA, they don't do it like shoot. They can't be only like invite only. You know
Invite
what
Yeah,
I'm
on.
saying?
yeah.
Yeah, they don't just you just can't pull up down there like that.
Yeah. Yeah, like they were doing it like that when I was in there. When I was in there, so yeah,
Yeah.
they know they value. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah. So you the camp scene is still very important. The thing is, kids just got to camp at their level of play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In order to increase their chances. Man, only 7% of kids going to school. 4%, 4% out of that 7% going to play Power Five ball. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
These numbers is they small, man.
Crazy.
So if you can expand that by exploring different levels of play, man, if you really want to play ball, man, I feel like every kid go end up where they supposed to be at anyway in the end. You know what I'm saying? No matter where they start at, you always
Right.
go end up where your feet supposed to be at. You know what I'm saying? So
Facts, facts,
it's just different.
facts. I just got one more thing for you. So again, like I said, these boys, they in youth ball. I ain't coached in a couple years. What is too much football, man? Cause it down there year round now, man.
Man, you got to get them kids time to rest, man. You know what I'm saying? They got to have some time to rest. Their body got to recover. They got to, so they got to take mental breaks, man. I feel like, man, if it ain't only in season, that's just for me. And outside of that, you just training. You know what I'm saying? Because the more ball you playing, that's the more balls you putting on your body. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, our bodies only can take so much. Just so like if you playing year like I got some cats I know out in Minnesota. So like man, them boys play ball year round, man. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you in the long run, if we could, did a study on it, those kids are gonna be more prone to injuries because their body done took a more of a beating. Because they playing football, what shit, 10, 11 months out of the year. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
See, I had to ask you that, right? Because listen, bro, don't nobody love football more than me,
Right,
especially college football.
right.
But I think like 2 weeks ago, I've been seeing they've been playing full games right now in the month of June.
Yeah,
Tournament in the youth football, yep.
I
You
seen
know
that.
what I'm saying?
I seen that.
And to me, bro, that's outrageous, bro. Like that crazy.
Because
June,
and then for me, like rec ball and stuff like that, and I'm different. Like I don't even like with 7-on-7. To me, nah, man, I ain't. That ain't no football. You know what I'm saying? That's just for me, right? But like in rec football, right? You can start to see you can pick the kids out, right? That you know that this might be a little ahead of the other kids, right? But you really not go get no true definition of where that kid really at until he really I'm gonna say eighth grade. You know what I'm saying? So youth football for me, like I got a 5 year old now, and when we were going through it with my son, what I would do is, man, with youth football, man, that's straight development. That's all I'm pushing is development. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about winning no game, winning no championships or whatever. I want to develop. So because high school football, it's gonna be like college football before we know it. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be very, very competitive. You know what I'm saying? So you gonna want your kid hitting the field ninth grade. You know what I'm saying? 10th grade, early, because you ain't gonna have if your kid don't hit the field to his 11th grade year, you only got 1 year to earn an opportunity. You got
Hmm.
versus you having 2 to 3 years worth of film. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Man,
I just
Hey
wanted,
man,
yeah. Okay,
and
I appreciate that.
before we let you go, man, tell the people where they can find you at and like what you got coming up. Cause I had the pleasure of coaching in your first All American game. And my nephew Tay, I'm gonna pass me your information. That's a quarterback coach for you. You know what I mean? Trainer,
Okay.
quarterback coach. You know what I mean? He tough. But just let the people know what you got coming up, when your next camp dates are, and
Okay.
what you plan on doing with the brand. I know I seen you looking for a building here lately, but I see you trying to slide in and get him a warehouse on me.
Yeah, we go. We got some things in the work, but man, what we got coming up right now, man, is so July the 19th, we got a All American Combine up at South Gwinnett High School, man. It'll be our third camp since March. You know what I'm saying? So what we're doing with this camp, each camp we inviting 15 to 20 kids out to the PSGC All American game that we're gonna host in December. You know what I'm saying? Last year's game we had, I think, 15 different states represented in that game. This year my goal is to have 25 to 30 states represented. You know what I'm saying? And
And a
kids.
lot of offers came out that game too.
Oh man, it went crazy, man. Kid after that game, man, kid went ended up getting an offer from Delaware State. You know, end up committing there. Kid went to Alabama State. Big
Kennesaw,
boy kid. Shoot,
Kennesaw, the running back, he got off.
running
Didn't he
back.
go to Kennesaw?
Yeah. Dang, Joshua Troop.
Yeah.
He ended up, you know what I'm saying? He did his thing in that game, and I made a phone call to Coach Mack up at Kennesaw State. He had been on my podcast before, and I knew the type of back that he pretty much liked. You know what I'm saying? And he just got that job at Kennesaw State. Made that phone call. He offered that kid. You know what I'm saying? He had some SCS stuff. Now that kid playing FBS ball and might have an opportunity right now. I just talked to him a couple weeks ago. I think he's number 3 on the depth chart. You know what I'm saying? Because he went to school early June.
That's what's up.
And
That's what's up.
we also I just made an announcement yesterday. We're going to get into girls flag football. You know that flag football is the probably one of the fastest growing sports there is right now. So
mm.
it's a lot of schools, you know, locally that got flag football team, but you know nobody's really putting no exposure on these girls. And you know we got Andrew College. They got a girls flag football team. What's the school in Franklin Springs? Not Piedmont. Whatever the school is down there in Franklin Springs, they got a girls flag football team too. So you know what I'm saying? We
Hey, they
go.
getting scholarships now,
Yeah,
right?
they definitely. Some of
They
the girls
get
scholarship,
scholarships.
we got some
Yeah,
scholarships.
They
yeah, they
hard.
get. Yeah,
They
that flag
hard.
football is big, man. Them girls be out there doing their thing too,
For
man. You
sure. They
know,
definitely do. They
so
definitely do.
we're gonna get into flag football, and we also gonna start in the fall. We're gonna start covering middle school football as well. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
So
okay.
we putting boots on the ground. We putting together. We're gonna have a middle school jamboree. Yeah, 1st of August. So all that's in the works, man. We got a lot of stuff going on.
Oh yeah.
Now,
So I
now,
definitely appreciate you sitting down with that, Dan. 'Cause you a busy guy.
you
Yo,
definitely. I
Yeah,
know. I know it's Wednesday. You do your Twitter Spaces, so let the people know who see this because I know you be strictly recruiting. You got. I don't
oh yeah.
see guys get offers just out your spaces because the coaches.
Out of space, man. A kid got a kid in out of one of those spaces that I be host, man. A kid picked up Oklahoma out of the space, man. You
damn,
know,
that's hard.
Yeah, he have all type of coaches on there.
yeah, man.
They looking at your film soon as
Yeah,
you
we be
he
take
let you
those
up the top.
spaces that we doing. I got a space that I want to do here at 9 o'clock on Twitter. You know, we go. I'm gonna interview my son, so that'll be the first time I ever interviewed him. Just gonna kind of talk about his the first month in college or whatever. And so those Twitter spaces, man, they do numbers. We've been up here for all kind of kids out the Twitter spaces. We got the spaces. You can follow the spaces at Coach Daniels '06 on X. That'll be tonight. Every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern time, we do those spaces. And like I said, we have all type of coaches at all levels and giving free knowledge about the recruiting process, man. They're really helping, they're giving their time to the kids. So, man, it's really a good thing. We've been doing that last 2 or 3 years as well. So we moving forward, man. I want to be, I want this recruiting in GA to be the biggest underdog recruiting service in the nation. You know what I'm saying? That and for the underdogs, you know what I mean? The kids that that ain't the 4 and 5 stars. You know what I'm saying? Get them, put some light, shine some light on them.
Oh yeah, I appreciate you, man. And I'm for sure. I got a nephew coming up in the rank here real soon, and I'm gonna send him your way. I don't care what star he is or what he get, but I'm gonna send him
Yeah.
your way for sure, for sure.
I'm definitely finna load you up. You know, that's what we do with the youth, man,
Yeah,
around. Like you said, we definitely gonna load you up for sure. So,
Yeah, we definitely need to lock in, man. Cause I love to get an eye on some of them kids early, man. We can catch them kids early and and really what it is we can educate the parents early and
Yeah,
get the parents bought in to it early on like this is what we need to do. This is what we need to. This is the route we need to take. Man, it's gonna help everybody in the end. You know what I'm saying?
facts.
yeah,
And that's what
I'm
it's
with it.
about, educating the parents. You know what I'm saying? If the parents are educated, it trickles down to the kid and everything will roll smooth.
yeah.
Well, you got our support 1,000%, big
You
dog. I
know it. You
appreciate you.
already know it. You already know it.
I
But look,
appreciate
man,
y'all
hey,
having
this another episode of Pay the Hustle Podcast, man, featuring Lamar Daniels of Recruit Northeast Georgia, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all know what it is. Like, share, subscribe, all that good shit. We out of here.
All right.